Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Paul Show. My name is Paul. This is my show where I will be talking about, well, in this specific case, it's not always going to be the case, but in this specific case, I'm going to be talking about WWE Saturday night's main event, December 13th, one last match um, of John Cena in WWE. It was against Gunther. It wasn't the only match on the card. It was definitely the one people were most hyped up about. Um, I personally was quite excited for Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes as well, but the other two matches I didn't really care for, and I don't think many people did. These were very good matches, don't get me wrong, just I didn't really care for them. So I'm going to just briefly speak about Cody versus Obafemi because that's some things happened, some things unraveled during that match, and the build to this match and what it might mean for Obafemi in the future as well. It's quite interesting, but yeah, I will focus on Cena versus Gunther because the reactions online to this match are wild, and I'm gonna tell you people exactly why you are wrong. So, let's start with Cody versus Obafemi. Um, so I didn't quite understand the point of this. I mean, yeah, to promote the next up and coming NXT star, and Obafemi already has the aura, already has. He's ready. He's ready to win the world title, for God's sake. He's a god. He's got everything: the charisma, the wrestling skill, the looks, the entrance, the crowd just digs him, which is super important as well. And he's got it all. And he will, I'm sure of it, he will win the world title sooner rather than later. For now, he's the NXT champion. In my opinion, he should go straight to the main roster without dropping the title, like Kevin Owens did all those years ago. Who knows what will happen? He will for sure drop the title uh, pretty soon, I think, because it's the right time for him to be promoted to the main roster. And now that he has two rivalries set up after this match against Cody, it feels like the right moment. So it kind of feels like on NXT it leads up to a triple threat match between him, Tony D'Angelo, and um, Javon Evans. Presumably, Tony wins the title after pinning Evans, and Javon has another arc of defying the odds and trying to win the big one. His fucking 20th in his lifetime. Uh, yeah, they are taking their sweet time to pull the trigger on him. Wow. Anyways, so yeah, the match, as you could expect, it was very good. Um, the build to the match, as I said, I wasn't really convinced by it. I mean, the segment when they announced it, like Nick Aldis, the general manager of SmackDown, leaving it to Cody to announce what's happening. That's piss poor. He's the general manager. He's responsible for announcing things, for booking things. Let him do his job. God damn it. I get it. Cody is the poster boy, the golden goose, the whatever, the new John Cena. But don't, like, if you wanna have him win every single match he competes in, sure, whatever. It's annoying. It feels undeserved. But go on. don't don't make Cody have the power to book matches, please, because this is getting ridiculous. He's a corporate heel who's acting like a babyface right now, and he has been this way for a year or two now. Back in his when he was feuding with Kevin Owens, he was already playing this character, and that's fine. But fucking pull the trigger on this turn and make him a heel finally. It will work. I promise you. Anyways, um, so yeah, I didn't quite buy the build to the match. The match itself was fine. It would be even better if it didn't end in a DQ. Because of course Drew McIntyre intervened and attacked Cody Rhodes and got beat up by Oba and Cody. Um, which, I mean, you can say quite a lot of bad things about Vince McMahon, but at least under um his rule, I guess, Drew was booked like a proper main eventer. Um, it's a shame he's not anymore. Instead of the Scottish Warrior, he's the keyboard warrior right now. And some wrestlers have their favorite territory. Like the Undertaker's been undefeated at WrestleMania for years on end. The famous streak, right? Well, Drew McIntyre's favorite territory is fucking Twitter. Nah. I mean, I enjoyed this part of his character when he was this unhinged Drew McIntyre during his feud with CM Punk. At least he wasn't when he was losing, and he was losing a lot when feuding with Punk. But Punk was the one who cost him. It wasn't that Drew was an idiot. Nowadays, he costs himself all the time. So yeah, I think he needs to start winning. Basically, his booking needs to change right now, and for God's sake, give him the world title finally. He deserves it more than Cody. Cody basically got the title for coming back to WWE, which is ridiculous. And he's been booked like an absolute unit. He beat Brock Lesnar with a kayfabe broken arm. Not their latest match, but like last year, no, 2 years ago, I think, in Cody's first year back. Yeah, yeah, that was ridiculous. Um, he's basically the new Super Cena, and it's absolutely terrifying. at the very least, he, uh, at least according to him, he's not intending to wrestle. Like he's intending to retire in the next 5 years. So that's a bonus. Like that's a good thing. But yeah, so Oba has two storylines set up with Drew, with Cody, unfinished business kind of thing. I like it. I'm a bit worried that he might get buried when he's like fully promoted to the main roster. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully he comes out victorious out of both of those rivalries. And he's an absolute star. Because he is an absolute star. He just needs to be booked like one. Now, I've been talking about that for 11 minutes, which is about twice as long as I was going to. So, apologies for that. I'm going to squeeze the Cena Gunther thing as much as I can to fit in a 15-minute sort of window. So, Cena's final match. I'm going to post a separate video about his retirement tour because that's a whole different kind of thing, whole different kettle of fish, and it deserves a summary of its own. It was bad. The whole thing, the whole year, it was bad from the booking perspective. Very bad, tragically bad. But this one match against Gunther, his final match, I get people who wanted Cena to face a Randy Orton, a CM Punk, a Miz, basically a rival from the past, to basically run it back once more. I get the appeal of that, but I don't think it would have worked as well as putting Gunther over did. Um, I saw the reactions to Cena tapping out. I saw Jack the Jobber's video the other day about Cena's retirement tour, and he said that Cena can't tap. That Cena needs to just pass out, and that's how Gunther wins. And no, I think Cena tapping out is the best decision they could have, the best way they could have booked it. Gunther comes out of it as an absolute unit. He gets a ton of heat, like Roman when he beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. He wasn't the one to break the streak, but he got one over on The Undertaker at Mania, and that's massive. Same here. Gunther wasn't the first one to beat Cena during his retirement tour. I mean, for God's sake, Cena lost to fucking Dom Mysterio. Not saying that Dom Mysterio is a bad wrestler or anything, but his character isn't on that level yet to hang with the best of them. And yet he beat Cena. Um, Granted, a lot of shenanigans, but you know what I'm saying. Gunther comes out of it looking like a massive star. He retired Goldberg, now he retired Cena. He forced Cena to tap out. And from a narrative perspective, Cena is saying it himself, he's old. He can't hang with the new guard. He's facing one of the best so-called new guard wrestlers in the world. He's facing a guy who's a completely different style to him. He's Cena is the sports entertainer. Gunther is a wrestler, a pro wrestler. So it's a completely different thing, and it just feels right that Cena got out wrestled. And considering his age, considering it's his final match, yeah, he tapped out. He doesn't have that will to go on when he had his entire career in front of him. That made sense for him to be like, oh, I'm never gonna give up, I'm never gonna tap, because I want to win and I want to keep winning. There is no will to keep going anymore, so he tapped. For me, it's a beautiful way to end his career. A little bit of, I take it as a bit of an apology for him burying a lot of people in the past. I think his retirement tour was mainly aimed to do that, which to book the whole thing as an apology for the past burials, don't think that was a good idea. Um, and didn't really come out looking good or anything. But this one booking decision, I think that was spot on. Gunther is a star. He's gonna go after the world title soon. Um, and yeah, Cena's career is done. Um, I'm actually a bit confused because I'm not sure if that means he will make sporadic appearances and sometimes wrestle in segments or not, like so many other stars. But I guess we will see. For me, that was a big W. Um, it was a bit hilarious during the post show post show panel, when people were booing Triple H and chanting things at him, and he was just like, what are you saying? I thought you were gonna be louder. Um, yeah, he's a dick. I don't like his booking. I don't think he's very good at his job. I think he has his favorites, and it makes the product look bad at times. Definitely worse than it could have looked. It could have looked. Um, but yeah, without Cena as an active member of the roster, let's see where it goes. For me, it was a very good way to end his career. The whole event, I think I would give it. Well, Sol Ruka won. Um, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defeated Javon Evans and the Slater guy. Leon Slater, is it? I don't. He's from TNA, I think, and I don't watch TNA. I hardly watch NXT, even though I love it. Um, just don't have time, so I don't necessarily remember all the names. But yeah, it was a great match. It was fantastic, as you could expect going into the show. It was a great match. Um, Zarya didn't betray Sol Ruka, which is fine. They didn't want to pull the trigger on the same event as, Cena's retirement, which is understandable. You want this to hit. You want this turn to actually hit and to mean something. With Cena's retirement match just minutes later. It, yeah, I absolutely get why they didn't pull the trigger on that turn. Um, anyways, yeah, so that's my thoughts on the event. I would give it a collective 6.5 out of 10. Um, I'm gonna be doing that sort of thing, a summary, a reaction type of thing, after all major WWE events, and I'm gonna be rating them out of 10, just so you know. You can leave your ratings out of 10 in the comments down below. If you liked this video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear me talk about other things. If you want to hear me talk about anything specific, let me know in the comments as well. As I said, I will be posting a longer video about Cena's retirement tour, perhaps a fancy booking video about that as well. So, yeah, have a good one. Bye bye.